I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control.
Well, good morning. A little bit of a delay there while we adjusted the camera. A nice thing about broadcasting today is that you can do it off your phone. the the difficulty is that some of these things are so small is that they don't show quite the stability that some of the bigger equipment used in television studios and so on has. Anyway, I'm Keith Hayes. Nice to be with you. Very serious matters this morning, or at least one serious matter that spills over into several other serious matters, because we have to celebrate. And as you can see, there's a beam on my face so that we can celebrate. It's a wonderful celebration because our two councils, Lewis District and Eastbourne, with their merger, have won the Public Sector Community Council Award for 2019. Not only that, but they've also got the Gold Award for working together. Now, we must not, despite our criticisms, be ungrateful, uncivil, not give credit where credit is due. Because if they got the top award, think of all those millions of people throughout Great Britain, the United Kingdom, that have district councils who have it worse than we do. To think that we have bin collection and waste collection that often fails. There are more people who have to trot down to the district council to ask if somebody could please pick up their garbage. We have people in that department who told a diabetic to not worry about leaving his needles out exposed in the rubbish for 2 weeks. We have planning department that has kept people waiting for goodness knows how long. And that's just in my personal experience. I'm sure that other people may have found that in this Gold Award Council that things are more efficient. If you know of them, please let me know. We have a council that has a phone system that doesn't work, where the officers have promised councillors that will be fixed, and it's taken 1.5 years, and it still isn't fixed. The phone system still doesn't work. But don't worry, the Cabinet tell us we've got very fine and efficient officials, officers, as they like to call them, the executive. We know because they got a Gold Award. They got Council of the Year Award. We're okay with that. The planning people, and I suppose with the environment people, have managed to override public wishes and allowed gravel factories and cement factories to be planned for Newhaven Harbour, much against local wishes, much against the protests. But don't worry, they won the Gold Award and it's in our best interest. They tell us so. Really, what we know is so little about our environment. And when it comes to the environment and planning, I suppose between them, the 49 sites situation, where the council were to sell off, controversially, 49 sites, and they told us, even though we objected, don't worry, it's for our best interest. And don't worry now that we're being sued for 11.5 million, because we'll soon get rid of that. It costs, but we'll soon get rid of that. And I suppose the finance department comes into that. This is a department that sends out 4 letters on one day, all contradictory, and then sends out another one a few days later that contradicts the 4 letters. And when you ask for explanations, don't bother to give you one. They just send you a letter to appear in court. One including the fact that they're going to throw you into prison. And that's before the court appearance. Don't worry, they got a Gold Award. They were Council of the Year. It must be in the public interest. They have a complaints procedure where if you make a complaint last September, you're probably just getting your letter now. And when it comes, it will say something like, thank you for making the complaint. We've reviewed it very, very closely, and it's not you who should be making the complaint, somebody else should be. Go through the process again. Don't worry. It's Gold Awards, Council of the Year. It's in our best interests. Housing. You can get a decent room in Lewes after very, very good research at less than £80 a week. Don't worry, they've got a Gold Award, Council of the Year. The places they select will be very comfortable. £80. And they're managing to do that. They're managing to get that assessment on about £40 less than the government in Westminster sets as the basic standard for the United Kingdom. But don't worry, it's in our best interest. Look at the money they must be saving. A homeless? Oh, well, dear, dear, dear. That can't possibly be a consequence of their housing policy. Don't worry. Gold Award, Council of the Year. It's in our best interest. Oh, dear. Computer system. Only running 8 weeks late. But don't worry. If you actually send some sort of threatening letter, you might get action. It might be done in 3 or 4 weeks. And if somebody is sick, we've got a huge turnover. We are so popular. Gold Award winning council, Council of the Year. People are flocking to work there. Mostly because there are lots of jobs always there. Big turnover. People are very happy going and working there for just a little while. Because it is Gold Award winner, Council of the Year. What else have they got? Well, gone through the list, have I? I don't know. Waste? Well done. Planning? Well done. People performance? Whatever that is. Well, it's part of a council has won a Gold Award, Planner of the Year. Well done. Environment? But if you don't use New Haven, you don't mind a few scars here and there. Gold Award winners, Council of the Year. Well done. Environment? Same thing, really. Housing? Well, 80 quid is 80 quid, isn't it? Into somebody's pocket. Yes. Phones? Well, don't worry, they're being fixed. The phone company can do it in sometimes 24 hours. The council does it, well, hasn't done it in 18 months. But don't worry, it's all in hand. It's going to be fixed. Gold Award winners, Public Sector Community Council of the Year. Now, I'm talking about Lewes. I have no idea what their partners do down in Eastbourne to be joint winners, or is it just that they're tagged with one another? But don't worry. It was a Gold Award. There, councils of the year. The merger has been a real success. The cabinet leader tells us so. He says they've got fine officers. Huge success. And it must have been Gold Award, Council of the Year. Absolutely spectacular. Just quite wonderful. And we must send commiserations to those people who work for the losing councils, because they can't be anywhere near as good as ours. Well done, Lewes District Council. Well done, Eastbourne Borough Council. Gold Award winners. What is the term? Public Sector Councils of the Year. I'd like to put that silly smile on my face this morning and say toodle pip. I don't think I can. I'm just getting ready to celebrate. So I'll just simply say, good morning. Thank you for being with me. And thank you to the Gold Award winners, Councils of the Year.